What's going on, mom and dad? Brad Zude with influencerparenting.com, where the strongest influence in the life of your child wins. All right, so are you a millennial parent? Were you born between 1981 and 1996 and now are grown up and have children? Well, this millennial parenting video is something that you're going to want to see, so let's get right into it.
The strongest influence in your child's life wins. Is that you?
I'm Brad Zude, and this is Influencer Parenting.
First off, I just have to say, I think millennials get treated a little unfairly, and I think millennial parenting and millennial parents, they get kind of a bad rap, and it's not really fair. We just do things differently than our parents did when they were raising us 30 years ago. And different's not bad. It's just different than how our parents raised us, and then our parents get confused and they don't understand the millennial parenting thing, and I don't know. But here's what I know about millennials and parenting is that when you guys are looking for parenting help or a parenting coach or parenting course, parenting program, whatever the deal is, you look at some of these people out there and you go, yeah, I'd like some help, but these people are like older than my parents who are teaching parenting. You look at these parenting coaches and go, well, you never parented with a toddler and an iPad or grade schoolers and iPhones or TikTok or any of these new age things, right? I know you're thinking like, yeah, you guys never had like super early sexual awareness or bullying in school that results in suicide. Like back when you were a parent, gas was like $1. Now, just like us millennials get a bad rap, I think sometimes we give our elders a little bit of a bad rap as well, because a lot of parenting principles are timeless. A lot of parenting principles can be kind of common sense that just some people really don't think about, that can be passed on from generation to generation. But with us millennials, it's probably more about how we get the information and how it's delivered to us and the way we access it, as opposed to anything else. Our parents were pretty much used to just like feeding us information on a one-way street on an authoritarian type of a basis. And that's just not really the vibe of millennials. Millennials want parenting that's cool and relevant and relatable, yet timeless, right? We have to mix the new age with plenty of old school tactics. We want to teach our kids respect, but in a new age kind of a way. I was talking with a good friend of mine and I was kind of telling him our parenting story, how we have 7 kids and we're #1 best-selling parenting authors and millions of views and all this kind of stuff online. And he's like, you really need to dive into the older parenting, which is when influencer parenting kind of spawned. He said, because you're perfect. He's like, you're old enough because you've been through all this, but yet you're young enough to where you're not 30 years removed from parenting, which is funny because we have old enough children where we're dealing with the iPhone issues and all that kind of stuff. And we have a new baby coming in a couple of months and we're still dealing with diapers, right? We've literally been in diapers 11 years. That's a lot of diapers. But most important, us millennials, we like culture. We like to buy products for what they stand for what they represent. We like to know that the type of people buying the products we're buying are just like us, and we like to be around like-minded people. So when you're shopping for a baby stroller or baby products or whatever, you're concerned about what that brand is going to do for your image, right? Yeah, we want a good deal and we want the best and all those sorts of things, but we get an increase in status when we buy products because we look at the product holistically and the culture behind it. So even inside of parenting, our social status is important to us, right? I mean, it's why people buy Apple Watches and BMWs and all that kind of stuff. It raises their social status. And that's what influencer parenting is really about. See, we want to have a great relationship with our children, but we want to teach them some things and that, hey, this isn't just the wild, wild west and we need some structure and some old school respect. And when you take out a bowl and you put in parenting ingredients of wanting to be really good friends and hang out with your child and make them cool, right? But you want structure and authority and you want to teach them some things and you're the boss. When you put all that into a bowl, what you get is influence. And that's where influencer parenting came from, is that we want to deliver the morals and principles that we want them to know and love in a friendly manner. And that's what being an influencer is. An influencer is someone who persuades someone else to be, to think, to do, or to act. It's not old school parenting where you make them do it. You can't make your child be cool on this hand, and you can't make them obey you on this hand, right? You have to have a fine blend of all that, which is your influence. So that's what millennial parenting is all about, right? We get bombarded with thousands of messages every single day, vying for our heart, our mind, our morality, our thoughts, and so are our children. We just live in an influencer society, and the strongest influence in the life of your child wins. So seriously, if you need parenting help, or you're looking for a parenting coach or a parenting course or a parenting program, obviously we have a link in the description, but it's all about the way that things are delivered to help you do that. You want it on your own terms and on your own time, and the way that we do things at Influencer Parenting is super unique, and that's why we work with thousands of families all over the world to help them become the strongest influence in the life of their child. So if you're nodding your head to the beat right now, you're like, yeah, man, this is amazing, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, drop a like below, drop a comment, let me know how old your children are, and I'll certainly respond. And welcome to the IP fam, right? And hey, right below me is another parenting coach video that I made. So if you like this one and you're considering it, you can watch more of that video. There's also a link to Influencer Parenting in the description. And go ahead and tap my pretty face below and subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to us. All right, we'll see you on the next one.